Okay, class, today we're going to be talking about theater and how to be a good audience when we're in a theater or watching someone perform. Have any of you ever been to a theater or maybe been in one before? No? Okay, so a theater is a live performance where actors act out. Today we're going to be talking about a particular kind of performance called pantomime. Have any of you ever heard the word pantomime or mime? Okay, so I don't see anyone raising their hands. I'm going to show you a picture to see if it brings up any memories or maybe you know what it means by looking at the picture. Okay, now that you are seeing the picture, does anybody think they know or have seen a mime performer before? I still don't see very many hands up. So a mime is a performer who acts out, but he doesn't say any words. So he uses his hands, his facial expressions to tell his audience what he's trying to say. So I'm gonna start out by showing you some ways that I could say something without having to use my voice, and you're gonna try and guess what I'm trying to say. The first one is, okay, class, do any of you have an idea of what I'm trying to say when I do this? Okay, Linda, that's a good idea. I could be saying hi. Do, does anybody else have any other ideas? Yes, Susie, I could also be saying bye. When I wave my hand and I'm not saying any words, I'm either saying hi or bye, and we could determine that if the person is coming in the room or if they're leaving. Okay, what if I do this? What do you think I'm trying to say? Good job, Harry. I'm trying to say stop. Okay. How about I'm gonna choose someone to come up here and act out how to say how to say no without saying any words. Okay, good job, Linda. We could say no by just going like this. We don't have to say any words. Just by going like this, they know what we're trying to say. How about if I'm surprised? Can any of you show me how you look when you're surprised without saying any words? Okay, good job, Camilla. If I was to be surprised and I'm not using any words, I would look like this. Okay, let's try something more difficult. What if I'm pulling a rope? Can someone show me how I would act if I'm pulling a rope without saying any words? Good job, Elvis. If we're trying to pull a rope without saying any words, we just go. Okay, friends, I'm gonna read you a story, a short story, and after the story, I'm gonna choose some friends to come up here and act out in pantomime while I'm reading the story. So let's go ahead and read the story first. It's called The Cat by Mary Britton Miller. The black cat yawns, opens her jaws, stretches her legs, and shows her claws. Then she gets up and stands up on four long, still legs and yawns some more. She shows her sharp teeth. She stretches her lip. Her slice of a tongue turns up at the lip. Lifting herself on her delicate toes, she arches her back as high as it goes. She lets herself down with particular care and pats away with her tail in the air. Okay, friends, I'm going to choose one student who is sitting down quietly to come up and show us how they would act out in pantomime this story. Okay, Lucy, you could come up since you were sitting quietly and raising your hand. Before she performs, how are we gonna sit while she's performing? Are we gonna be talking? No, good job. Okay, can anybody tell me how we're gonna be a good audience when she's up here performing? Good job, Henry. We're gonna be whole body listening. That means our bottom, we're sitting crisscross applesauce, our hands are on our laps, we're facing the person talking, our eyes are on them, and we have our listening ears on. Good job. That's being a good audience. We're not going to talk during the performance or comment on anything. And at the end, we're just going to say nice things. Okay. Here, I'm going to read the story and you're going to act it out now. Okay. Good job, Lucy. So when the black cat yawns and opens her jaws, you went, good job. And you stretched your legs without saying a word. You showed your claws by going like this. And then you got on your arms. You got up on your fours. Good job. And then you yawned some more without saying a word by going like this. Good job. You also showed your sharp teeth without saying any words. And good job, class. You guys were being a good audience. I did not hear anyone commenting while she was performing. All of you had your listening ears on. You were whole body listening, hands on your lap. You were facing the performer and you were showing respect. Good job. That's what being a good audience means. Okay, friends, now we're gonna split into groups of 3 to 4, and you guys are gonna work together. You guys are gonna choose a story. We're gonna be working on our iPads, so you could do a read out loud on the iPads. You're gonna choose your story, and then in your groups, you're gonna pick a scene and act out in pantomime that scene. And then in about 15 minutes, I'm gonna ring the bell. You're gonna come back to the rug quietly, sit down, and do whole body listening. And then I'm gonna choose on groups to perform their scene. And remember, class, there is no talking in pantomime. And as an audience, since we are doing pantomime, if we're in the audience at the end, instead of clapping where you could hear sounds, we're gonna go like this. This is the way you clap without making any sound. Okay, class?